has actually come up to a boil. So what I've done is I've turned it off and let it sit there because, like I said, I want the cream sauce to be ready. Because once that pasta comes out, you want to serve it as quickly as you can. It'll taste its best that way. I am loving cooking for you. I'm loving talking to you. I'm loving just thinking about the memories that I've had with my friends. I think I have to do another cooking club night where maybe we'll video it and make a blog out of it. These peppers I think are pretty much ready. Oh God. All that's in there is cream and red pepper, and there's a sweetness to it, unbelievable sweetness. And the aroma is just amazing. I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to put it over here, and we've got our handy immersion blender. You can do this again in a blender, but just always remember, with hot stuff, you need to keep that little cap out of the middle so the heat can vent. If you're doing it in a regular blender or a larger quantity, you may need to do it in batches. Okay. I noticed yesterday that you really couldn't hear me too well over the immersion blender, but I'm going to do my best to speak up. Let's go. There we go. This should be relatively quick because there's not a lot in the pot here. I'm just making a small amount. And my husband is going to love this when he comes in. I'd love to know what you'd like to see me cook, what you'd like to see me talk about. I know I'd like to talk about entertaining. I'd like to take you to the local produce farmers market. There's lots of things that I'd like to talk about. I think one of the important things is trying to prepare stuff that means something to someone. You know, if your husband has a favorite dish or a favorite type of food, that you can find different ways to prepare it. Or if your kids have a favorite dessert. Because that smile is what it's all about, making someone happy. It's like a reward in its own. So, and I tell you, when you do this every day, you don't always get, wow, Mom, that's delicious. Thank you, Mom. You don't get that very much at all. But you can tell when they're enjoying it. They go back for seconds. They go back for more. I know that the second show is turning out exactly the way I had planned or exactly the way I liked it, but I hope you're still interested to come back for more. I'm doing my best because you don't want the pepper skin. You don't want very many pepper skins in there at all, to be honest with you. I don't want to spend a lot of time on the blender with you guys here. You know, I may have to give it another whirl. And the whipping of the immersion blender is actually whipping the cream a little bit, which is making this really thick and frothy. Look at that. Look at that beautiful color. Amazing. So vibrant. I got a few last little peppers in here. I think we're good for right now. And I'm going to take this over here. I'm going to add the last few ingredients. You need about a teaspoon of salt. Okay. I'm going to go a little under on the teaspoon, but I'll taste afterwards. In this case, I'm using white pepper, only because of the flecks. You don't really want to see them. A quarter teaspoon or so. We want to kick it up a notch. Cayenne pepper. If you don't like it, you don't have to put it, but I think it just gives it a little extra notch. And then again, this is something that you could season to taste for what your family likes. We've got a lemon here. I only need about a teaspoon of the lemon. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cut off a small part of the end. This is, again, gadget time, one of my favorite gadgets in the kitchen. It is a Pampered Chef gadget, but you know, all the stores sell them, Williams and Sonoma, Bed Bath & Beyond. You can even find stuff like this in TJ Maxx and Home Goods. I'm gonna give it a little squeeze like that. I'm gonna give this a little whirl. Oh God, it looks divine. It looks divine. Got another clean spoon here. Oh God, it's wonderful. It's wonderful. Doesn't need any more salt. I might give it a little extra squeeze of a lemon. Not much came out of that, but let's see what I got here. Just to bring up the tartness a little bit. It's delicious. I really want you to try it. I want you to share it. Just imagine what your kids would say or your husbands would say if you walked in and you prepared this wonderful meal for them. And just say, come on, let's sit down around the table. Let's turn some music on. Let's laugh. Even if we're going to eat standing up in the kitchen, put the music on, do a little dance, eat. And if it's not something you feel like doing the whole meal by yourself, get them to help. It's not that hard. It's pretty simple. So this water is really ready to go. I'm just going to make sure that it turns up one more notch because I did shut it off. I'm going to get the pasta over here while that water is coming back to a little rumble. I'm just going to toss a few things in the sink. Oh yeah, that water's already going. Should always salt your water. Some people put oil in there. I don't. I always give it a good seasoning because all that dough that doesn't have very much salt in it, the cheese actually does have a lot of salt in it. I right now am only going to cook about 4 of these. But the general idea is once they're really floating, they're done. I'm only going to cook a few now because I need to enjoy dinner with my husband when he comes home. And see if he has any more critiques about my vlog. Get a little. This shouldn't take very long at all because there's not much in the pot. There's 4 ravioli in here. Ooh, stuck to the bottom. We don't want it stuck at all. Let it sit. So, today we made a basic egg pasta. We made a red pepper cream sauce for over the pasta. We talked about the knives, and as far as I think that is the most essential tool in your kitchen. We talked about our gadget, the little lemon and lime press. I've enjoyed myself. I hope you've enjoyed yourself, and I can't wait to taste this. And I'm looking for your feedback. And I hope you will take the time to just try it. And like I said, it doesn't have to be the homemade pasta. The wontons, wonderful. We got a pretty bowl. These are ready to come out of the water. They're floating nicely. I say we had these in here about 5 minutes. Not too long because remember, that pasta was very thin, like almost see-through. Okay? Look how wonderful that looks. Like light little pillows of goodness. I'm going to turn this water off now. A little of the cream sauce, red pepper cream sauce. let's get fancy while we're here and just throw a little bay leaf in the middle. Not a bay leaf, a piece of basil, I'm sorry. And you know what? Look at that. Doesn't that just look scrumptious? I am going to taste that right now. They're probably really hot on the inside, but I wanted to thank you for helping me live a well-seasoned life and share your cooking because it creates a memory. Remember, cook up some memories. Oh God, look at the cheese pulling out of there. That's the Fontina cheese because we left it in chunks. Okay, show number 2, additional technical difficulties. My camera died while I was saying goodbye and enjoying my last bite of this amazing pasta. We've got ravioli with 3 cheeses and a roasted red pepper cream sauce. This is delicious. Thank you again for joining me. Bye.